Alrighty, so today we're doing a OP08 Ace review. I know a lot of people have been asking for this specific deck and how it plays. I feel this deck is probably on par, maybe even a little bit stronger than my previous Ace video, which is this one. Don't mind the white beard here. I just threw him in instead of having the 2 and 2 Kaido, just because I was experimenting. But this is my OP08 build. I don't really like to run the 10 cost Shirohige. He's not bad, but I find being at 2 HP for his ability to activate makes it a little bit more difficult than rather than just having a big Kaido or the draw 4 if opponent is less than 3 HP Kaido. So either way, it's not bad, but it's just one of those on play conditions that aren't always fulfilled. Whereas when you drop a 10 cost Kaido, you could always remove an 8 and a 2, or sorry, an 8 and a 3, whether it's from your opponent's side or your side. So I feel that that's a little bit better just based off the current meta. In terms of the overall play, it's pretty straightforward, pretty similar. I in this one, it's more similar to my original old school Ace videos where there's no Luffy's, no big Luffy, no little Luffy's. Instead of the Luffy's, I'm running the Nami for the OP05 for the pop. Of course, the pop and the draw is super clutch, just because you do run out of cards in hand on occasion, depending on who you're facing, and it's a 5 cost pop. And I do run the boa. The boa plays serves twofold because Nami needs a trigger, so boa is always going to be the sacrificial lamb along with Denjiro for the trigger pop. And then, of course, she also has the trigger similar to what blue boa does, but it doesn't put a body on board and it comes out as a trigger. So that's great. One of the major things here that I include that I wasn't including before was the Thank You for Loving Me event from the OP08. And this is only really going to be searching for your 6 aces. Again, I run 3 and 3, so you could jack this up to 4 and 4 if you want to remove your pudding, or if you want to just reduce one of these guys. But keep in mind for your Nami trigger, you do have 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 20 and change, 20 some odd triggers, which is a good amount of triggers. So you can always basically reliably use your Nami, and you have enough 5 costs to reliably hit on a leader ability activation. The Thank You for Loving Me. What's great about this is not only does it pull one of the 6 aces into hand, which you could then use with a Hiyori or just straight play, you actually get to place it on top or bottom deck in order, and it's a trigger which also feeds into the Nami, or if it just triggers out to give you a draw card, which is also great. So we're just going to jump right into a game just to see how that feels. Again, it is quite fun. We'll do something a little bit more based off the meta. Let's run into this Lucci. I like to go second. I'm not too big of a fan of the starter hand. It's even worse. What I find against Lucci, specifically when you play ace, it's better actually to go first. I know it's counterintuitive. You want to be on your 2 Dom play in case you have Sanji, in case you have a baby ace or something like that. But usually on Lucci and Moria specifically, you want to just drop bombs on them, not necessarily play bodies onto field, just because it is what it is. Right, so I'm going to do this as my play because right now, as your first turn, he could just swing at me, naked swing, and then -1, and then drop a Brook if he has it, and then it just pops my Sanji. Or if this was a baby ace, it pops my baby ace. Or if it was a Viola, it popped my Viola, which of course Lucci is quite strong. And then I still have to counter the 5 swing. So in this case, pretty standard. If he doesn't kill my Sanji, I'm just going to heal, throw up a body, heal. Ideally, it's a Satori or something because I'm kind of low on counters. Let's say GLHF. See if he's there. And then in terms of this overall play, like I said, the knockout for a 5 cost is super clutch. Whereas when I was running with Luffy, you run into, for example, Sabo's out of turn, like on the second turn, so he doesn't have the knockout immune anymore. You run into other, there you go, they're swinging a 5 on me or an 8 on me. I'm just going to counter and take it. Yeah, no trigger. So again, it just feeds my Nami. Or is just a straight up counter. So leader ability, of course, I throw a 5k. Let's take the Nami. Pretty standard opening play. Use card, take top life, gain 1. And now I have a decent amount of counter, not a lot, but 5 counter in hand. But again, nothing crazy. Again, he's probably going to do a swing and then swing again, and then I'm going to seven swing on his face. Hopefully, he goes down to three, and then I could get my Denjiros out if I can get them. I didn't see any yet, so it's either I have a basically I can't remember the stats, 4 out of 50 chance or whatever the eight, nine, 4 out of 40 chance, so a 10% chance of one of these being a Denjiro based off of the current stats of just what we have in hand and what we just actually higher than that because we rotated 5 out. But again, about an 11-12% chance for one of these to be Denjiro or for it to be coming up shortly. Um, yeah. So he takes it. So this is we're in a good spot. Usually Lucci doesn't want to take it. A lot of the times when you face against a healer like an Eno, like an Ace, you want to keep your HP relatively high so you could take the bodies, or so you could take the late game fairly confidently. If he drops to like say a 2, a 3 HP, makes it a little bit more difficult for him, and then he's gonna just naked swing because I have nothing on field. He's not gonna Lucci combo or anything like that, and I'm just gonna counter out with this Boa Hancock. And he's going to end his turn. And then it's my 6th Dawn turn. And simply put, I could just play Nami right now, pop him, and then swing 6, or I could heal again. Let's see what we get for the heal. Oh, beautiful. There's the first Denjiro. Let's drop another 2. Let's hope he takes it. If he counters, he needs to give up at least 3 cards, if not 4, for if he has a couple singles. He takes it, of course. Now he's at 2 HP. He has something is triggering, but he doesn't have anything to pop. Maybe a finger gun or something like that. Tempest kick or something for a trigger, but he just didn't have it. 7 cost. He has Moria and a Jack. I lucked out there, so there's 3 and 3 left. 33 cards. 6. Probably has 1 or 2 in hand. He's going to just simply pop my Viola. Just fine. I guess he didn't want to do a swing first, because if he swung first, he could have just then tried to pop the Viola, but he's going to, I'm assuming, just pop my Viola naked and then swing a 5-on-1, or even maybe an 8, and just pull out the Denjiro, which is fine too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this person might just be a little bit distracted. He's playing. Oh, there you go. He's throwing a 6, so I can counter out 2. But you know what? I'm just going to take it. So I want that body. And then he could swing a 5 on me as well. He might just throw it as a 7. Or I might do like a search. Oh, yeah, there you go. So next turn is my 8 Dawn turn. And like I said, oh yeah, there you go, 7. So I can counter out using all my Namis, but I'm just going to forgo that. And I'm not going to trigger out anything. It's like, oh, Jansen, why didn't you trigger? Because reasons. So I'm just clearing table. Throwing a 7. Yeah, I could have threw a 5 on a 7, but it's all good. Same. Well, in terms of, I guess, the proper way to play, it's not bad. Beautiful. Yeah, it's not bad. Um, yeah, and if he takes it, great. He has 9 cards in hand. It's a simple 1 card counter. And then it's my 10 Dawn turn. He likely has a Moria, so he's going to Moria combo. And then I'm going to Kaido. Then usually how that goes after that is I Kaido, I remove his Moria combo, and then he throws it out again. He pops another guy, likely pops the Kaido if he has, say, an Ice Age or something like that, and then I'll freeze him, and then hopefully blast him to death while swinging everything. Because he will have 1 Dawn, so he can swing 6 on 6, and he probably does. He have a Rebecca? Oh, he has not. He's not been milling. This might not be the greatest example of utilizing this deck. Not because I'm playing poorly or playing wrong. It's just the opponent might just be new, because he has been playing quite strange. Oh, there's the Ice Age, and then he's gonna drop into the Lucci. Here's a 4 cost. Is going to drop a Rebecca or something. And he did use his Ice Age. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Huh. Yeah, this is funny. So this is what I like about the Nami. Oh, that's gross. That's a horrible looking. Yeah, that's awful. But yes, I understand. Yeah, so I'm just gonna counter one. Oh, thank goodness. Counter one. Resolve. Yeah, so you just so I could do big Kai. So this is a thing I could drop Nami, pop the Rebecca, drop Nami again, pop the Dendro, and then pop Lucci, and then swing onto Brook. He's going to counter at a 2. He'll be at 6 cards next turn, but I'll have 2 up, and then he's going to do a minus minus. Does he have any Luccis? No. But he might just drop a. Yeah, let's do it this way. Let's drop Big Kaido. Yeah, he might drop a. He might drop a Moria. If I were to pop Lucci, he'll just drop Moria, Helmeppo into. Sorry, Moria, Rebecca, Helmeppo, and just Lucci, and then just pop my double Nami. It's fine. Ooh, okay, that's strange. I see. So he's gonna Moria. Maybe not. He already had a Rebecca, so I'm not too sure why he did that, unless he has a bunch of bricks, which I doubt. Yeah, and it's not like his deck is just based off his trash and what he's been playing. It's not like his deck is badly designed. It looks like a very standard deck. Who's who? Helmeppo, Ice Ages, Rebecca's, Big Morias, Lucci's, uh, Brooks. Yeah, so a pretty standard deck. Oh yeah, there you go, Ice Age. Here we go. And then he's gonna drop. Yeah, it's gonna be a Moria, Helmeppo, Spadine into Lucci combo. I think he's gonna get 5 cards on board. So Moria, Rebecca, Helmeppo, Spadine, and then Lucci, which is like a 20 Dawn turn on one turn. And he throws up a blocker and a 9k body, a 6k body as well, and some weenies. Oh, no, he doesn't. What is he doing? Well, he could still drop a Helmeppo to -3. He could swing at me, and then he could drop a Brook. Yeah, okay, so he can still pop. There's other ways to do it, right? So he could drop a Helmeppo, swing, naked, and then Brook. Oh, and Boris is a pain in the butt. Okay, so I'm going to have to counter because I can't pop him anyway, so I'm limited down to 1. I could have went down to rush range and just rush, but I'm saving the double rush punch combo. Well, just one, probably just a singular. But yeah, he's either really thinking hard or just playing really slowly. Ooh, soap sheep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It might just be that because I saw a Jack and a Moria early game. He might have milled a few of them. What are you doing? Whoa, is that just a misplay? Misplay? Huh. It's a bit terrifying. Because now he has to counter out, and he had 1 Dawn up. Yeah, I think that might have been a misplay. So it's just one of those games where it's not a great example, but the power of Nami really, really strong in this deck. of course. You could place her, so she could be a trigger pop. You could play her, and there's plenty. Like I said, there's like I think 23 triggers. Oh, it's GG. GG, well played. Yeah, so let's just drop a bomb. Yeah, I think he misplayed. He's probably just new, which again is a little bit of a tough one. Let's see if I can squeak in another one. Yeah. We'll play against Yamato because this is a good example, and she gets to. I'll keep this one, and she gets to be on her curve, and I could be on my curve. But like I said in the other video, Yamato is dependent. Even if she's running a Wano heavy deck or even Fortress, it's a tough matchup against Ace because I do have a comfortable amount of removal with the Namis for the 5 costs, the Gravity Blades, the Red Rocks, and the big Kaidos. So it's a decent amount of good luck, have fun. It's a decent amount of removal. So I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 cards. So it's quarter of the deck basically is removal. We'll throw a baby ace and end my turn. And then if he drops Ezo to rest my baby ace, to swing at baby ace is going to be annoying. But I anticipate her to just drop an 8 bomb on my face, which is the usual second dawn play for Yamato, which is very normal, which is very, very normal. Okay, so we get an ace. Wonderful. Swing a 7 on the face, and then swing a 9 on the face, and then throw up a blocker. Again, just to get a baby blocker up, I have a couple of counter here, which is good. Just going to take it, deploy Sword Life. I'm going to put this on top. Actually, did I put that on bottom? Oh, no. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I have the removal now. She's going to swing a 6 on the face. She didn't realize I was buffed. And that's the thing about normals. That's why I like to play ranked mostly, just because the quality and level of play is just noticeably higher. Just cause. So I'm just gonna throw that guy up. Oh, I don't even have a thingy thing to do a thing. Oh, I'm such a nub. Well, let's just do it this way. She's gonna be on her 7 dawn 2, 4, 6, 7. I might not. If she drops a 7, I might not even be able to stop it. Nah, it's okay. I'll technically live. I will technically live no matter what next turn, unless she does a pop. Does she have a pop? No. Or she could. No, even with Hordy, she can't. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's 5 dawn too. So 7 dawn next turn. Yeah, no, I think we're good here. In a pretty good spot. I think this game is over next turn, potentially. Hopefully I get another rush ace. And yeah, I run 1 for the spice, but she had 8 cards, right? So it was well worth the value of having her reroll. She used Be My Samurai, she sacrificed the Hiyori to heal. It's a good heal combo. Now she's going to drop a 7 and a 7, or a 7 and a 9, or it's going to be a 7 and a 7. Cool. Let's take this one. Oh, it's 4 cost. I'm so bad. I'm so trash. It's okay. I think that's game. Oh, why am I so bad at this game? Do 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 do. Start placing top. Let's throw this guy up first. Let's throw the Kaido up. Let's throw a 6 onto him. Let's just clear his board. And then he's got Hordy to end me. Oh, I'm so bad at this game, guys. Okay, cool. Okay, so she's at 9 on turn. She's going to drop a Hordy on me to remove my blocker. Or just try to blast through, but I'm buffed, thank goodness. And this is one of the things that's fun against Yamato. You can play a little bit recklessly. Not that I'm saying you should, but my next turn I have Fiore to heal. It then also drop a Sanji for my following turn. Sanji again in case he rests it. That's 6 Dawn, that's 8 Dawn, and I'll still have 2 Dawn up to buff one of these dudes. Or whatever he plays, I could remove and then just blast away, but he's at 6 cards. So it's one of those things where now he's just doing the math. He's like, how do I win? But I don't think he can, because right now I have 12, 10 counter in hand. Yeah, and a buff 2k. Oh, look, it's Horty. Surprise. And I think that's game. 7. I'm just going to counter a Satori. He's going to drop a 2 on him or a 2 on him. Doesn't matter. Oh, he dropped a 2. Okay, cool. And that's a 10. That's a counter, and that's a counter. Then he can't swing on me anyways. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, what am I doing with my life? Yeah, let's do it this way. Top life, let's place him there. And we have a blocker. He has a heal. And I healed, but now I'm actually in a dangerous position because if he has another Hordy, I will just die. Just reckless. But he has 5, so I get, yeah, let's see how it goes. You get a counter. Oh, look. Wonderful. I think that's game. Unless he has 2/2s. Oh, it's GG. No stress at all. But yeah. Well, there you have it, guys. OP08, like I said, pretty basic, pretty straightforward. A lot of removal, a lot of control. So 5, 7, 9. 9 removal plus these 4. So that's 13 removal. A lot of 5 costs. We're at 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 plus 4 is 20. So we're at that 20 sweet spot. So 40% of our deck is 5 costs for leader ability. I have Baby Ace. This doesn't search for Baby Ace, but it's a good trigger to complement Nami. It lets me set up for my leader ability, which is also great. It gives me a draw. It lets me pull my big aces if I need to, if they are there. And then it's just the usual suspects. Hiyori, staple. Satori, staple. Sanji, staple for my decks anyways. For my ace decks anyways. Viola, staple. Again, aces, staples. Kaido, staple. One pudding for the spice. I know my friend Michael hates 1-card spices, but it's how I like to play. If I had a pudding against a Whitebeard or black yellow Luffy, it'd be wonderful. But I don't have it against black yellow Luffy. It is what it is. And then yeah, the video is getting excessively long, so I'm gonna just end it here. I'll catch y'all on the next one.